Yes, people, we are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another edition of the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A, where we answer your sporting questions from the chat. So get your questions in, people. Get your questions in. Any sport. It can be football. It can be boxing, basketball, whatever you want to ask about. Get your questions in. And if you are a member of the channel, your questions, your comments take priority like a super chat. So if you are a member, I will star your question and I will get to it. The link for the membership is in the pinned comment. Of course, if you super chat, I'll get to your question as well. Make sure you bump up the likes, though. Make sure you bump up those likes, people. Make sure, let's do that straight away as soon as you land, whether you're watching live right now or watching this back after. Hit the like button on the video. Share this across all the socials as well. Please share this across all the social media apps you are active on. And on top of those two things, subscribe to the channel, Sarcasm City TV as well. And when you subscribe, make sure you hit the notification bell. Hopefully that is my TV, because the YouTube is moving funny, but it's not moving funny on here. So I believe it's just my TV. Let me know if the audio and the visual is okay, though, people. Yes, Timo, what are you telling me? You good?
Yes, good, people. Happy 3-year anniversary of the Lakers' last championship.
Okay, what a strange anniversary, but we move. This is just typical Timo for those that know him. For those that don't know him, that's just
people.
typical him. But big up to Stephanie G says, big up Flawless in the city of Sarcasm. Smash the like on the way into the only city we care about. Let's go. Sheik says, big up chat and panel. You know the cue. Subscribe, like the video, and follow on the Kick as well, my people. Big up Sheik. Yes, make sure you follow on the Kick as well. Let's see what else you lot are saying. Sheik says, I don't know if you guys watch Saeed, but his career mode yesterday had me in tears. Man lost like 7-2 to Burnley. Yes, I didn't watch it, but I heard Ahmed, he had a mare. He was restarting games and stuff like that. So I heard he was having an absolute terrible time on this channel. I know Saeed he's had a bad time as well. I know Matisse as well, but I'm definitely gonna check out Saeed's and check out Ahmed's career modes. I need to, without doubt. Without doubt, 100%. Flawless, just a shout, but United career mode. Yes, Sheik, it's on the way. It's definitely on the way. I just need to once I do it, I'm gonna do it like in regards to the gaming. Not that I haven't been doing it properly, but take it more seriously and have a more regular scheduling. That's what I'd say. And I'm gonna get the camera as well, so you lot can see me as I'm playing the game. So I'm gonna pattern all of that. But I'm just letting you lot know now. I'm not playing on Ultimate. I'm not playing on Legendary. Is World Class the third one? Where's ever under Legendary? So I think you have Ultimate, Legendary, and then World Class. I am playing on World Class. Let me just clarify that. You know what I'm saying? I am not there for you lot to see me get beat 7-2 by Burnley or 4-0 down inside 45 minutes to Real Sociedad like Ahmed. He was talking about, titles, this, that, and the third. It's like, okay. Well, yeah, Sheik, I'm definitely going to do it. And any other games you lot want to see me play, let me know, actually. If there's anything else, because FIFA's definitely one of them. GTA is another. I'm going to get into 2K. NBA, definitely gonna get into that. I'm gonna set it up for the PS3 eventually and do Fight Night Champion, which is boxing. There are 4 off the top of my head, but if you lot have any other ideas, let me know and I'll run some more games. 110%.
I haven't played 2K in a while then. Fucking hell.
I've never played it. I know, but I'm definitely gonna get into it if people ask for it. Taz is saying, yeah, because 2K has their own version of like pro clubs.
So, I saw it was EA. Was it EA or they changed the sponsorship or something?
Oh yeah, you're talking about FIFA. Yeah.
No, the NBA. I thought it was
NBA. Is it? You'll know better than me. I don't even know.
I don't know, but is it still with 2K?
Wow, I have no idea. But yeah, definitely. If there's any other games you don't want to see me play, anything obviously new gen and anything PS3, let me know. To Imran who says a flawless career mode would slap, I'm gonna do it for you lot, definitely. On the FIFA, I do a career mode and I do clubs once I get the new FIFA. 110%. Got you lot patterned with those two. Like I said, NBA is another, 2K, GTA, and I'm gonna set up the PS3 and link that and run Fight Night Champion, which is the boxing game. 100%. Definitely will. Large up Jez in the cut as well. What are you saying, Jez? You good?
Yeah, man, I'm good. What are you gonna say?
Oh, bless, fam. Oh, bless. And Taza says flawless will be our Pat Bev. 100%. You already know me well. You know what I'm saying, like, that's what I'm gonna learn. You know what I'm saying, to be a defensive general. Oh, do you play 2K as well, Timo?
Last time I played was 2019.
Okay, but you've played it before. All right, we're gonna bring you in. We're gonna bring you in.
I have to get my PS5 first.
Yeah, man. We'll pattern it up. We'll bring you in 100%. And yeah, Tazo, I'm definitely gonna get the new FIFA at some point. definitely. If not next month, it'll be the month after. Before the year's out, anyway. Big up to Sheik, who says, Flawless, you could even make a career mode of Sarcasm City FC, be the manager and sign real players and that. Oh, is that option on there? I didn't even know they had that where you build your own club. I had no idea. That's definitely something. I'll probably add that into doing like a Manchester United career mode and have that as well. And Taz is saying it's good because you only need 5 people to run it. Oh, you're talking about NBA 2K? Yeah, definitely, man. But you lot continue to get your questions in. It can be on the gaming side of things, which I'm plotting and planning and getting thumbnails made and ideas. Well, I'm gonna get thumbnails made. I'm just running ideas through my head, people. Constant, 24/7, man. This don't stop. So constant in regards to what to do in regards to Sarcasm City TV gaming. 100%. We're gonna do that. Oh, you can create your own club. All right, yeah, that's definitely. So that will add into what I do on FC24 then, alongside regular career mode, alongside pro clubs. I'll do that as well because then I got plenty of options. And like I said, I'll schedule it out for you lot. Would you play WWE 2K? If enough people ask for it, Jason, yes. You lot run it. If there's enough people saying we want you to play whatever game it is, I'll run it. As long as I know I'll enjoy the game. Like I've not played WWE games in years, but
I haven't played WWE games since the PS2 days.
Yeah, like PS3 days. Like I've not since the days. The only one I'm not playing is Football Manager because that takes up too much time. Yeah. That's the only game I'm not playing. That is the only game I'm not playing is FM because that takes up too much time. Way too much time. I went Flawless, sign me, bro. I can become world-class centre-back on your team. Talking about clubs. That's what I'm going to do, actually, Westbrook is going. For all the members, I already told people in the membership group, I'm going to do a pro clubs team for members only. So there'll be that, and then there'll be the regular with Taza and Montz and Grim and everybody else and Haaland and the whole gang you've seen on 23. But I'm going to run a clubs for the members only. So if you want in Westbrook is going, let me know because you're a member of the channel. Let's bump up these likes, though. Let's bump up these likes, people. Only at 16 likes, and there's over 30 people in here. Make sure you share across all the socials. That's me, Flawless. Also at Sarcasm City TV across all socials. Please make sure you share and subscribe to the channel. We have recently gone over 8,300 subscribers. So now it's the road is to 8,500, then 9K. But get us to 8,305 people. Westbrook is going. We'll pattern it, man. We'll pattern it. If you're a centre back, we'll figure it out. Like I said, we definitely will figure it out. But yeah, gaming, like I said, the end of this year and then definitely 2024, Sarcasm City TV gaming will be a thing. 110% will be a thing. See what else? You're here early, Timo. I wonder why that is.
I don't know.
Oh, you don't know. You don't know. Okay.
I don't know.
Okay. You don't know. This guy really thinks I'm stupid. I don't know.
don't know.
This guy's never early for streams. Never. Basketball streams, credit him. NBA streams, he's there early. He's ready. You know what I'm saying? Watch-alongs, courtside commentaries, he's there. But
I'm waiting for the
Q&As, watch-alongs, football.
There's a game today, the preseason NBA.
Okay. All right, fairs. Joel says, which countries is Jez supporting during the international break with a laughing emoji? Who are you supporting, Jez?
Only Germany and Ghana.
So just those two. All right.
Yeah,
cool.
just those original countries in there.
First. You have a third, or is it just those two?
Nah, just those two.
All right, first. And yeah, absolutely, Kingsman. He said that's true. It does take a while to play FM. Yeah. I'm not with it in regards to playing FM.
Right.
It takes up too much time.
I'm just waiting for the new one to come out next month.
Oh, the next month? Okay.
Yeah, next one's coming out.
Yeah. I love FM, but nah, it takes up too much time. You lot will get no other content. It'll just be Sarcasm City TV, gaming, Football Manager. So I can't do any other shows. And Westbrook is going said, I'm supporting Nigeria. Hold that. Are you of Nigerian descent? Westbrook is going. I'm guessing. Joe says Timo's early until the Lakers lose.
Well, actually, Lakers play until 3, to be fair.
What is it? It's preseason, right? When does the season start?
Preseason.
When does the season start?
Not too long because like preseason is only for like 4 weeks or so. Or I think so. I don't know. I have to go and double check again.
Yeah, preseason. The season starts after the Champions League week, so 24th October.
Oh shit, that's around the corner. You know what I'm saying? That's around the corner. Westbrook is going. It says nope, but I claim Jez is ups all the time. I respect the hate. I respect it.
Fair enough.
Cricket World Cup started now. Will you be tuning in, Flawless? Don't know if you rate cricket like that. I used to do more when I was younger. I don't really watch it like that now. Plus, it's early times. So it's like 9 a.m. starts. It's like, yeah, I'm not awake them times. But Ryan's been telling me about it because don't Pakistan and India play this weekend? I think so anyway.
No clue, honestly.
Wait, yes, AFCON draw tomorrow.
You have controls tomorrow, yeah.
What, the qualifiers? Like,
No, for the actual AFCON.
oh, yeah,
Like,
because
what
AFCON's January. Yeah.
It's January, yeah. So he has
AFCON's
draws
January.
coming up.
I forgot
Yeah.
AFCON's January. Yeah.
So it's gonna be interesting to see who's gonna be in the crew.
I can't wait for the Asian Cup in January as well.
Oh, yeah, who's supporting in the Asian Cup?
Hey, my country, man. Hey, Matoma, you never see what's coming.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
what country though?
Indonesia. Yeah, wait till he meets a Japanese. Wait till he meets a Japanese gal and his tune will still change. It soon change. What are you saying, Taz? Are you good?
Yeah, bro. I'm all good. I just wanted to quickly come in here and say I'm doing some shit. So I see a cricket question. Fuck India, man. Fuck you, motherfuckers. We're winning this shit. Fuck India.
Yeah. So for those that don't know, Taz is talking about the cricket. That's what he was talking about. So you're not saying India as a country. You're just saying from a cricket perspective. That's what he's going on about. And Sheik said the same. Yes. Big game. When is it, Sheik? Like, is it Saturday or Sunday? And what time? Because like I said, Ryan mentioned it to me. He did. Warrior J says, I'm probably going to watch Hannibal against my country, Flawless. Who's your country, Warrior J? I know, yeah, you asked me yesterday where I was.
South Korean.
Oh, South Korean. Yeah, Warrior J, I was at my brethren's. That's why there was a different setup. Obviously, now I'm back at home. But that's why it was. All right, Tazo, you just doing too much. But big up Tazo every single time. This guy is the epitome of doing too much. Now Matoma's gonna cook going to cook Chelsea due to Timo. All right, we'll find out. But they've played him twice already.
I'm just interested with Japan because I haven't really, because Japan's actually going to be one of the favorites going into the Asia Cup, and so one of the favorites, most likely they will be the ones actually who will keep the ball actually most of the time, and not that they don't have players to unlock teams, because I do think they have two wingers that can do that, and I don't think they have like a striker like that. But I mean, international football, I don't think you need an elite striker personally. I think you just need a competent striker for international football. But the reason why I'm maybe concerned is because Japan showed most of the damage against the bigger countries when they could just be on the counter attack and just let the opposition have the ball. So it's gonna be interesting to see how Japan does once they have to actually keep the ball and have the most of the time, and they have to unlock low blocks. Like, I mean, realistically, all like I know people, for example, I bring it back to Tottenham because a lot of people say that we can't break low blocks. That's true, or can't break them down, which is true to an extent, but 99% of the world can't break down low blocks. That's in my opinion.
Japan might be the favorite, but we'll definitely give them a game.
Yeah, we'll soon find out. Who's in your group? I can't believe we're here talking. See how bad international break is.
Vietnam and Iraq.
Oh. Okay. I even know who's good or who's not. See, that's how bad international break is here. We're here talking about the Asian Cup people. Big up Stuart BFC.
I haven't even started. That's the issue. I don't think Africa started yet, right? Any games?
The what? It started yet?
I don't think there has been any international break games actually in terms of
games. Not started yet?
Oh. No, I haven't seen anything.
First.
That's why I haven't even thought about talking about any international games.
I hear you, but yeah, you lot get your questions in, people. Get your sporting questions in. Of course, if you're a member, I will get to it. If you super chat, I will get to it. Even if it's a non-super chat or non-member, I'll get to it as well. Obviously, it's just that those super chats and members' questions take priority. But get your questions in. Let's bump up these likes as well. We're only at 20 likes, man. 10 more. Let's get us up to 30 likes. Like check is way too low. Sam says, how is there that's my guy Sam. Yeah, big up Sam. How is there another international break already? Sam, I have no idea, my guy. Already, man. I can't stand them. As bad as United are, they suck, man. It's like, yo, no one don't care for these, man. They suck. I'm telling you.
I mean, I do get my breaks, so I kind of do enjoy it, but yeah.
Yeah, they suck, man. For real, for real. Man. They really do. Yeah, for real.
Nothing to talk about, really, because it's dead. It's like,
you know what? We'll go to your beloved Lakers. What you saying about the championship?
I watched the game last night against Brooklyn Nets.
Talk about it.
I've seen some players like Christian Wood. He looks promising.
They ain't gonna do shit. How about that, Joe? Continue.
We'll do something.
I was taking the piss. Continue, man.
We'll do something there, for like second round minimum. But yeah.
Second. So who do you think the best team is in the West?
I say Suns.
If you can Suns, all right, first. Starlord says, Flawless, do you think Pogba's career is over? No, not if he somehow manages to turn. Not if he turns around his ban. If he turns around the ban, which I've read only bits and pieces that he's capable of. Yeah, all he needs to do is turn around the ban and get available, get fit and healthy, and become available.
I think did you read after the second test?
Yeah, go on.
Because obviously he had the first test, then obviously they had to make another test, and that during that time he had obviously the period where he could have proved his innocent, and then obviously second test came out and it was positive as well. So I don't think there is an case anymore for him to appeal it. No, it's just a question. I think they're just going through the process right now, how many years it is, because they did say the maximum it could be is at least 4 years, and the minimum it could be 2 years, because I know a player at Hamburg. I think he went through similar. I'm not sure if it's similar or not, but that player got pretty much treated as some sort of drugs in exclamation in what's it called, quotation marks, I would like to say drugs. So he got banned for 2 years, but he was supposed to get banned for more actually, but they were able to lower it for 2 years only, the Hamburg player. So I don't think Pogba can appeal it. So if he can't, then it's going to be at least 2 years at minimum.
Yeah, and like legit, that's what it is. Go on.
Because the issue is as well is because it's not a thing as where he can just leave them the continent like Europe. Nah, he's banned throughout everywhere in football. Like he can't go Saudi, he can't go anywhere.
He can't go elsewhere.
I don't think he can even train or anything. So it's like he's like really in the shits, like really.
Yeah, facts. That's why he's got to do his best to overturn it. I haven't read the full details. I only read clips. Only read like little snippets, and it said something along the lines of like what was found in his system you can find in something, and that's normally the way. But we'll see. Do I think it's over? If this ban is upheld, then yeah. But then even then, after the ban if he gets a year ban and he's all right, it's like he's been missing for a year anyway because of injuries. But his career at the top level, I would say so. Yes. What are you saying, Orion? You good?
Yeah, good. How are you?
Oh, bless, man. You already know. You know what I'm saying? You already know what time it is. Oh, bless. Question. I only have one question. Big up to you, Warrior J. Any Premier League team that concerns you apart from your team? You put PS. Get me out of this torture of break. This torture of a break. When you say concern, what do you mean by that, Warrior J? Like you have to elaborate. What do you mean by concern? Say again.
Who's this team, by the way?
That's a good question, Warrior J. Who do you support? I actually forgot.
He's a United fan, isn't he?
He's a United.
Yeah,
I can't remember. I'm still tired. Big up to Black Diamond as well. Says Flawless Rants on Northside gave you mad props today. Say you're the coolest man on the planet. Never seen you rattled gang business. I got sent the clip. I'm saying shout out to Nero. He put the clip in the group chat. I won't repost it tomorrow. That had me rolling on that. That did have me, but shout out to Rants, one of the GOATs. Shout out to Northside as well. Good to see him on Rants' platform and multiple other platforms as well. Need to get him over here. But yeah, he a real one. You're a real one, man. Like for real. Let's see what else. Stuart B says, what do you want Ten Hag to change after the international break? I think he's overthinking with the injuries and the pressure. Yeah, I think he is. I think the pressure is getting to him because he's making decisions that make no sense, which is not a good sign. I just want him to revert back to what he did last season. That's what it is. Forget all this high press and trying to win the ball high up the pitch. Sit deep, defend, hit teams on the counter, and then play your football but you don't have to win the ball high up the pitch. Like, that's what I want him to revert back to. Forget all this. I don't even know what we're trying to do apart from win the ball back high up the pitch. That's one thing I can see us do.
I
Like,
checked the kickoff time. You lot kick off after our game. That's ridiculous.
yeah, we late. We late on the Saturday, right? It's like 8 p.m. or something. It's like 8 p.m. or some shit like that. Yeah, we late.
After our game.
Yeah, we late, something like that. You know what I'm saying? We late. But yeah, the injuries are definitely not the injuries. I don't think it's the injuries. I think people are making too much of an excuse of that. Martinez and Varane are here. Their two injuries are fully like people like, oh, they come back at their best. And Varane's actually been good this season. That makes a difference. But the rest of them, there's no players I look at who transform us and make a huge difference. Wan-Bissaka, Luke Shaw, Malacia. Who else is missing? That's it. Let me know in the chat. Is there any other players missing? That's
Licha.
like who?
Licha, Lisandro.
Yeah, I said him at the start. Yeah, I said I hear that. I hear those two, Martinez and Varane. Kobe Mainoo, who I think is he looked impressive from highlights I've seen, but he just come through the youth system. Like, are we expecting a youth player to transform our midfield? Who else? Like, that's why I don't hear the injuries thing. Oh, the whole back four's out. Wan-Bissaka and Luke Shaw shouldn't be in the back four. The fuck? Why is that a thing still? Why is that a thing? Like, what are we doing here?
Your manager, that's a.
Yeah, like, and then people want to complain about it.
He did, because this is the thing, because he did give him, like, that's the issue, though. That's why I say, because ironically, talking about manager, because me and Anna, we had like a little back and forth, I think, yesterday. Anyways, we were talking about how, in my opinion, I can understand why Arsenal fans want Arteta out at the end of the season if he can't deliver a major trophy to them. I can understand that, and because you got to look at it like, I know they're doing good progress, they're improving each year out, and Pep, going against Pep is always tough, but it's not impossible to dethrone Pep. I think was it 2 times now that Liverpool had the chance to win the league, but they didn't do it, or they were
it's not impossible.
Within 2 points. Like, and I'm not saying here in Sydney and saying, oh, Arsenal.
Yeah, thanks for reminding me, man.
Nah, I'm just taking the example because Liverpool's the only team actually who was doing so. So, yeah, you're like, but nah, I'm not even saying that Arsenal is going to go on and win the Premier League and anything, because, in my opinion, because they have a good enough squad in terms of. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying I think it's reasonable to be demanding that Arsenal should be at least there and about. Like, it shouldn't be a thing where they finish second or third, but it's like 15 points from first place. Because really and truly, when you go and spend 105 million on a player, which makes him the most expensive English player in football, it's clearly a sign of intent of we want to push for this. So for me, it's like it's the same with Ten Hag. Like, you signing all these players, you giving all these guys new contracts, and now they're not performing. Yes, we can say, yeah, but the players' mentality is wrong. But who signed the players and who gave the guy? Who's the guy who gave the new contracts? It goes both ways. Like, when they perform well, you get the credit for it. When they don't perform well, you have to get the criticism for it. So it's just one of them ones, to be honest. Like, it goes both ways, in my opinion.
Yeah, like that exactly, and that's just legit what it is. Like, yeah, Mohamed, this is what I'm saying. Flawless, we don't have any attackers or midfielders to come back. It's only Varane and Leach who only make a difference. Yeah, like, that's what it is. Is there players to come back? Yes. But is there major players who I look at outside of Martinez and Varane? They're the two where I go, yes, they are big misses. 110%. They are 2 of our best players. Arguably, our 2 best players. They're definitely 2 of the top 3, 2 of the top 4. So, of course, they're going to be. But outside of that, like I said, Wan-Bissaka, Shaw, Malacia, Kobe Mainoo. Like, who else are you looking at? Like, everybody else is there. There's no one I look at. So that's why the manager, again, I keep saying this, just revert back to what you did last season. Because it worked, and I think it will work this season. Because when he's done it, we've seen it in parts. Like the Arsenal game, we should have drew. And if we draw that game, everyone's talking about, yeah, what a great result that is. And people want to just be lazy and just blame Evans and Maguire. That wasn't on Evans and Maguire that we lost.
You should have won that game, to be honest.
Yeah, lost that game.
You were in
I wouldn't say on that.
half an inch. You were in half an inch.
Yeah, that was
literally half an inch of like scoring a winner.
Yeah.
But then again, football is a margin, and
yeah.
I think on the balance of play, I don't think neither team deserves.
I think a draw would have been fair. But
Yeah, I'm saying, I don't think anyone edged. It's like this. It's like City Arsenal, but I don't think neither team deserved to win. But
that was a
Arsenal
horrible game, bro.
Arsenal just had the luck on their side to get the win. It was one of them ones.
We did. And T.O. says Martinez was asked before the injury, so no injury excuses. Where's the style of play? And that's the thing is, T.O., that's why I don't give the injuries. I'm in agreement with you. I'm not giving the injuries to me is not an excuse. Outside of Martinez with Varane at their best, it's not. The manager should still be doing the basics. And he can do it if he wants to. That's what's so annoying about this is I know he's capable.
He doesn't
I'm not.
want to do that.
Yeah, I'm not. There's no, I'm unsure if he can do it. I watched you do it. Literally a whole season last season, I watched you get the most out of what is not a very good squad and not very good players. So I know you're capable. It wasn't a fluke. You don't fluke a season like that. You don't fluke substitutions. You don't fluke decision. You can't do that. It's not like it was 1 or 2 months. Even when Manchester United weren't at their best, we still managed to get results. That's testament to the manager. That's testament to the players. So that's how I look at it. But we'll see what go on once we come back against Sheffield United. Joel says, do you think United will regret not waiting until January to get Osimhen? Nah, I don't think we're Osimhen away. Osimhen's not what we need. Manchester United have many other holes in the team, and one of them is not Osimhen.
I think strikers. I think the last thing at the moment. Even though I do think United do need another striker.
Yeah, agreed. But it's not Osimhen.
Yeah, it's even if it was Osimhen, there's still priorities. I think when you've got to look at it, that United team is just so bad. That's why I thought last season already. And this is just me and me and Peter had actually a lot of discussions off stream where we talked about how I don't personally rate the United team like that, but United was getting through these games. And obviously, people can say, yeah, United's ass didn't deserve to win, but they won the game, and the table is not going to lie and say, just because they didn't deserve to win, they're not going to get these 3 points now. Nah, they're going to get the 3 points and keep it stepping. But I'm not really surprised that this drop-off happened. I'm just surprised that the manager is being extremely stubborn for something that we can see is currently not working. Even Poch was able to turn it around in terms of just making a couple of changes, which was obvious to everybody, and now he's getting results, like putting more attackers on the pitch, being more balanced in terms of actually trying to attack from both sides, giving other guys who haven't had the chances, giving chances, and lastly, playing players in their natural positions. I think these 4 changes, and Chelsea are already looking much better all of a sudden. And I think this is what Ten Hag is currently doing wrong, in my opinion. Like you said, with the system, for example. Yeah. And like I said, if he continues this high press thing, cool. Certain games is going to work out because United do have more quality than the Sheffield United and Bournemouth in that. But how long is it sustainable? It's one of them ones.
That's it. 110%. Yeah, and he did. He rushed him back, and that's on everybody in regards to Martinez. That's on Martinez. That's on the manager. That's on the medical staff. In terms of, we should have just let him rest and let him get 100% fit to get back to his best. But then again, on the flip side, if he came back, let's say he's 80% and he's playing well, we're all saying that's smart. Yeah, which I do understand an extent to the gamble when you look at the backup options. Because if Luke Shaw was fit, I'd be like, yo, leave him. Because Luke Shaw is a left-sided centre back. I'm a big fan of. Huge fan of Luke Shaw as a left-sided centre back. Him as a fullback, no. But
then again, doesn't it say more about Ten Hag just not rating Luke Shaw as a centre back then, and he just rather wants to see him as centre back only?
It would have been interesting if Luke Shaw was available to see what would have happened, because Luke Shaw got injured.
Yeah.
So I can't really say if he would have been, because he did trust him when Martinez was out. Those times Martinez was
last season,
Shaw was playing, like Shaw played against City. Martinez was on the bench. I think Martinez was coming back from injury at that point, maybe. But I remember he was available because he was on the bench. And this is just nonsense. Big up Warrior J. Not your comment, I'm saying us doing this. Manchester United are ready to trigger contract extensions for Wan-Bissaka or Lindelof, but club bosses are taking their time before deciding what to do about Anthony Martial. That's from my Rob Dawson, ESPN. That's just foolishness. Wan-Bissaka one I get. Lindelof is foolishness. Let him go for free. Martial, foolishness. Let him go for free.
Can I ask you something, Flawless?
Yeah, go on, Flawless, yours.
Who do you think will last longer at United, Sancho or Ten Hag?
That's a good question. Ten Hag, because the board won't sack. I've said it before. The board won't sack a manager when he's supposed to be sacked. So let's say Ten Hag goes on a terrible run from the back of this international break, has a terrible October, a terrible November. They won't sack him. They won't sack him. Highly unlikely they'll sack him. Like, he has to legit, for him to get sacked before January, because I think that's when Sancho leaves, he'd have to lose like every game. He'd have to lose every game in October, every game in November, every game in every game in December. Don't let him get any 2 to 3 run of positive results. Because I've seen managers where they should have we got clapped by you lot 5-0 on our home patch, clapped by City 2-0 the game before that, and they still didn't sack him. And it took us to get clapped 4-1 by Watford. And the crazy part is, if we would have lost 2-1 to Watford and not 4-1, he would have still been in a job, in my opinion. I think those 2 goals were the ones that sacked him. If we would have lost 2-1, it would have been like, all right, they made a fight of it. Shout out to Watford, by the way, because they did what needed to be done and got rid of Ollie. So shout out to them. But that's what it would have been. Without doubt, man. Our board are just incompetent. How much more evidence do you need to see before you go? The Villarreal final should have been the final straw. Or we keep it, but they just kept him on. Oh, well, you got to a final. Let's see what he can do. Fucking nonsense, man. It's stupidity. Warrior J says, actually, let me change my question. We'll go to you on this one, Timo. Any Hazard moments you guys remember? I'm sure you've got a few.
The goal against Arsenal 6 years ago, I was there in that game. The way that he dribbled, passed around about 5 players. And then the goal against Liverpool, sadly I wasn't there. The goal against West Ham, when he went all the way, dribble all the way through the DM and then past the whole midfield. I was that game. I was his last game. His last game ever at Stamford Bridge, when we scored that penalty kick to send us back to the final, and then the goal that in the final against Arsenal, that was like just making Arsenal fans cry. That was just icing on the cake.
First, and I'm sure some more of the Chelsea dons will say that in regard to Eden Hazard. What a player, though. And yeah, to Luki Welu says, you also have to remember how reliant we were on Rashford for scoring. Now he's not.
I think the question was for everybody, right?
I've said that. Oh, yeah, get to it. If you got other moments, yeah. I didn't know if you had any others, but yeah, the floor is yours, Jess.
No, I can't lie. There's a couple actually in my mind.
The floor is yours.
I think that was that one goal that he scored against Liverpool. I can't remember which season it was where he was.
Yeah, 2018-19.
Yeah,
that was at that game, Carabao Cup.
Yeah, that goal right there.
I got a ticket actually. I was supposed to.
I hate to say it, but the goal in the Leicester season against us, that was a banger of a goal in the end.
Oh, that was beautiful.
You know what the goal meant as well during the moment, and I feel like Stephen Albers can, even though I hated it and it was tough to swallow, I can always appreciate the player stepping up in these type of moments, especially if it's against rivals in this. So it's one of them ones. And lastly, him when he did the Burger King ad.
Very funny.
What was the Burger King ad?
He made like some Burger King. He was like involved in that Burger King ad when he was at Madrid.
Okay.
Hilarious.
I did not even know that. He was legit at a Burger King ad. Was he big at this time?
Yeah. This was Madrid Hazard.
That's crazy.
This is how these futs are.
You know what? This is why I hate international break, because this Hazard side debate is just like sending people on a nut.
No, the debate started because he had announced his retirement the other day. That's why it started.
That's what it is. Yeah, like
my thing is though, like, bro, a player retired, and you guys already want to make comparisons to that. Like, yo, let the guy just be retired for like just a day at least, man. Like, I see old people, he was better than this guy and that, like, bro, or this guy's better than him. Like, yo, let him enjoy the retirement. Let's think about it, because you can't just make you can't just make on the spot just this guy's immediately better than this guy, unless you compare him to an absolute scrub in it. Like, let it settle. You know what I mean? Like, it's example, like, it's like when a player retires in the NBA, he doesn't go immediately straight to the Hall of Fame. It takes a while. It's like, let's calm down, man.
That's Let's see what else Yula is saying. Just question your thoughts on Nagelsmann being a coach for Germany.
I said this before. I'm not too. I wasn't too keen personally. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about Nagelsmann as a international coach in terms of winning a tournament. He does have the benefit that he knows a lot of the players, who ironically sacked him as well, and got him sacked at Bayern. But I would have just even if it's somebody who would have been pragmatic, even though it's not my type of football personally, I would have probably taken that because somebody, for example, like Oliver Glasner, I feel like him winning that Europa League with Frankfurt, the way he did it, and especially playing a three back formation as well.
Mhm.
And I feel like the three back formation fits Germany as well, in my opinion. So it's like I would love to see Oliver Glasner in the job over him, but then again, I have to give him a chance because like let's see how his coaching translates to international football. So I can't say too much of an opinion just yet because I haven't seen any games yet under him. Obviously, I think the next game is against the United States of America, so it's gonna be
Fez?
interesting.
Thursday, you lot continue to get your questions in, people. Continue to get your questions in, members in particular as well. There's over 55 people in there. Like, check 1212. Let's bump up those likes, people. Only at 33 likes. Get us up to 50 likes. Hit that subscribe button as well. We're at 8,302. 8,302. Looking for 3 more subscribers, people. 3 more subscribers. Get us to 8,305 as well. And to Tio who says you're bored, can't even afford players, you're not going to sack Ten Hag. The amount of money to sack Ten Hag, then bring in a whole new team. And remember, they're looking to sell. He ain't getting sacked, in my opinion. There's a lot of ifs in here. In regards to your board, can't even afford players myth. I remember this at the start of the summer, and people act like it wasn't. Oh, Manchester United only have 100 million to spend. That was a legitimate conversation, and I said Manchester United have more than 100 million to spend. In regards to them sacking Ten Hag, if it all goes south, yes, because it is a money thing. Let us go out of the Champions League, go out of the Carabao Cup, and be sat in like 9th, 8th, 9th, 10th. They'll sack him if we're just losing games. And in regards to the amount of money to sack him, he only signed a 3-year deal, if I'm correct. So he now has a
2 years
year,
left,
approaching
or
a year and a half left,
yeah.
which isn't that much. Like, let's not act to like these men are competent people at what they do at their job. Like, they will sack him. 110% they'll sack him if it's going bad. But I agree. I don't think they will sack him. But I think, like I said, he has to lose literally every game from now till January. Yeah, go on, fam.
Now, what if there's a possibility that these guys they're waiting to see if he can get progress into the next round of the Champions League, so they can up the value just for the club there right there.
Yeah, and that's another thing as well, because actually fans reminded me, because he said, I remember they're looking to sell. Says who? We don't know this for sure. Glazers, nobody of a legitimate source has said they're looking to sell. Nobody has said that. No one, no individual Glazer, no Glazer representative, no one. It's all speculation. We do not know. We know there's been bids. We don't know if they're looking to sell. We've not even heard if a bid has been rejected or accepted, or they're thinking it or through. Like, there's no guarantee they're looking to sell. They might stay. As Westbrook is going, it says, what is Spurs' most iconic moment in recent history as a football club?
Ajax.
This guy, look at this Timo guy chiming in. This fucking guy. Sorry, go on, say that again, Jez.
Ajax away. Easy. Yeah. I mean, again, like, he also had recent history, not just history as a club. Now in recent history, for me, in my opinion, is Ajax without a doubt. You're going into your first Champions League final as a Champions League final appearance as a club as well. Easily for me is Ajax away, especially the manner that we did it as well. Because ironically, Van der Ven, he was actually at the stadium at the time watching the game.
He was okay. I was gonna say, was he playing?
No, he wasn't playing. He was never an Ajax kid to begin with, but in terms of playing for the academy, but I think he was an Ajax fan growing up. So he was at the stadium, actually saying after the goal, he remembered how after Ajax scored, I think it was CH again, scored, he thought we wasn't going to make the comeback. And then the first goal came in. The first goal from Lucas Moura came in. Then all of a sudden, the way we just got into the position to score, another one comes in, and then it's like, okay, yeah, they're low-key going to make the comeback because it's going way too quick. And then obviously he made the comeback.
Nah, first. Let's see what else you lot are saying. And yeah, in regards to me 3099, this is what I'm talking about. He said, look, mate, the two brothers want to hold out, and the other siblings want to sell. Now they think it can reach 10 billion. Again, speculation. That's why there's no guarantee. This is why I've never jumped up and down in regards to the ownership, because you hear so many different things. I was told this was wrapped up in March. Last March.
You heard more new rumors than Tupac's murder.
Yeah, facts. That's why I don't pay much mind until I hear a bid's been accepted or a bid's been rejected. Like, that's why I need to. It's just a lot of speculation. I don't deal with speculation. I really don't. That's why in regards to them selling, we don't know, because they don't say shit because they're fucking crooks. That's why. At least come out and say what the plan is. Not even asking us to say how much it is or what you want. We're looking to sell the club. No, we're not looking to sell the club. Just blatant, it's just common decency, which these people don't have. They don't even have common decency to tell the fans, look, this is what we're trying to do. Despicable, man. Despicable. T.O. says that they're not holding out for 6 mil or something. They've never said. They don't say anything. They never speak. Even before this, they never speak to the fans. So we don't know. Again, everyone just speculating. Like, even Rio got his information wrong, and he's someone who's going to have people who are close to the situation, and he got things wrong. I know people got excited by what Beckham said in regards to, if they get taken over, then he's going to be ambassador, but we'll see.
That's
Beckham right there. Just that's the PR right there. Get everybody excited and distraught from the fact that the United.
What Beckham said actually wasn't anything like news breaking or anything, though.
Facts.
Like, because I think didn't it come out that if Sheikh Jassim was successful, it came out months ago that they want ex-players to come in and like be ambassadors or have roles and stuff. So like, what he said wasn't really breaking news, to be honest. Like, he never said they were gonna get it. He never said they weren't gonna get it. Like, yeah, it weren't even that deep, really.
Yeah, like, this is what we're talking about. Like, that's why I don't really get excited. Like, shout out to Nero, who says when the Qataris come in, going to do a madness, we do the celebration party on here. Oh, of course, I've already said this. If we get taken over by the Qataris, I'm in the full attire for that entire week. Like, I'm ready. I've got it. It's in the bag. Where's the bag? The bag's somewhere in it. The bag's in there. I've legit got. I've got the head wrap. I don't know what it's called. The black thing you put around the head wrap. I got the full gown from when I was in Dubai. I'm ready. I've already said the full week I will be here, and I'm hoping it's hot so I can sit outside with it on. I'm here. You know what I'm saying? Playing Busta Rhymes Arab money. You know what I'm saying? Every single stream, because it's a banging tune and it makes sense.
Hey.
Yeah, it's fire Arab money. Like, I'm ready. I legit pulled out my pulled out the attire. I did, but I guess. But yes, definitely Nero. Everyone's getting invited. I'll do a celebration stream. Everybody's getting invited. All the Manchester United fans. Yeah, go on, Timo.
This kind of takeover will take a while, at least, though.
You can be on the United. You can be on the United Chelsea Spurs show as always. There you go, and then you can have your say on it on there. That Man United podcast celebration stream is for United fans only. Yeah, go on, Timo.
United hype.
I was gonna say, like, the takeover will take a while, though. That's the thing. Like,
yes.
It's not.
Of course, yeah, but even if it takes a while, like what's it called? It's still gonna be like, okay, you know, you're gonna get taken over, but at least these guys, like, it's just. I think United fans just wants the confirmation, even if it takes 2 years, like,
yes.
I don't think they would care. Like, it's just the confirmation, like, okay, we're taking over, but we need to go through these papers and that papers and these visas and that until the completion is completely done. But it's 100% gonna them who's gonna take over. Like I said, the confirmation.
Yeah, like, that's just what it is. Like, even if they did say, all right, we're not going to take, we're trying to take over, we ain't probably not going to be able to do this till 2025 of January. All right, cool. At least we know them. Or middle of 2025 or 2026 or whatever. There's just the fact there's no clarification. But like I said, I'm ready, people. Don't get it mistaken. Do I think it happens? Yeah, because of the amount of money we're talking about. And I don't think, to my knowledge, in the history of football or just sport in general, when you're talking anything north of 4 billion reported, that's not being turned down? Like, I would love to know. Maybe someone knows in the chat. What's the biggest offer that's been turned down for a sporting, like a football club or a franchise, like a basketball team or NFL?
I don't know.
Like,
I just know from
I
the
guarantee
numbers.
you it's not that high. Like, I just can't see
I don't
people
think
turning
it's
down
similar.
6 million. Go on.
I just know that Levy, for example, was turning down bids from apparently turning down bids from like 2.5 and the.
Okay,
But
2.5 billion. Is that what they were saying?
this was, but then again, like I think there would be other, obviously, because Tottenham is not one of the biggest clubs, biggest franchises in terms of sports. So there could be probably other franchises that maybe had bids rejected who were more than that. But all I know is obviously, let's say it is 6 bill, it will obviously be a record in terms of the biggest sold club in it. If it is 6 bill, so.
And that's what it is. That's why I said it. I think it happens because of the amount of money. I don't see any businessman turning down that amount for a club. I just don't see it. Especially like it's different if it was like an Abramovich who like love Chelsea and they love this is clearly business for them. I don't see people turning down that much, but I could be wrong. So yeah, T.O. says Napoli rejected 2.5. Yeah, that's probably the limit. It's probably like 2.53. But when you're talking 5-6, I don't see that happening. That would be a record. That would be a record.
The only way the Glazers, for me, the only way the Glazers refusing that is if they see a long term where, okay, we're rejecting this offer where we're getting this money immediately, but long term it will benefit us even more by rejecting the offer. But then again, what exactly is it like? Is this maybe just Jim or whoever takes over and then they still gonna have a part of it? Because what's it called? Because I saw something a couple of days ago saying how he wants to take the club over completely, but would let the Glazers in for like at least 2 years or till 2026 or something. But then again, like that just sounds funny itself. Because why should the Glazers leave in 2 years' time then?
That's it. And big up to Victoria in the cut. Love to see you. She says hello, everyone. Large up to Victoria in the cut. T.O. says maybe that's Ryan, but I think Liverpool turned down around 3 billion before the Super League stuff. Not sure though. Ryan, you there? Is this true?
I'm not sure about the Super League. Before the Super League thing, I know.
But did he turn down 3 bill?
I don't think anyone really knows. Apparently, people. I don't know. Like, apparently there were rumors that Qatar were in for us before they came in for United, but FSG just wanted too much money. I think FSG wanted about 4 to 5, I think, billion. So I don't know if they turned down 3. I can imagine it. I think it could have happened, but I don't think anyone really knows, to be honest. So I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's my point in regards to I can see 2s and 3s, but when you're talking record amounts, which if I'm standing correctly, 6 billion would be the biggest amount for a sporting like a team, right? There hasn't. What's the largest? Any team. What's the largest amount?
I think the Washington Commanders just got sold for a big amount. I think.
Yeah, but it's not gonna be close to that though.
Yeah, but how much is that? The Washington Commanders. How much did they just get sold for?
I'm not sure. I've forgotten, but I know it was. I know it was like a record.
I don't think it's that much or close to what this one is.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's my point. This would be the
record breaking. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I just don't see man turning down record breaking money. I could be wrong, though, people.
It depends on what.
In my opinion, the only way I can see them. That's why, because I still believe United getting taken over Qatar, but. Let's say in a world where they rejected the offers and they say, you know what, we're staying, then the only way I can see it is if they see long-term benefits of staying instead of selling.
Yeah,
that's the only way I can. It's the only way I can probably comprehend then why they would not take the offer.
I get you. That's fair. Hey, big up Hybrids, local Badger. I see you. Nero says, I think the takeover is very soon. These guys have NDAs. Things can't be aired out in the public. I hear the NDAs thing, but just to say, we're talking.
But then again, you're talking about the Man United though. Yeah, that's exactly like I think some people are willing to wait, even if they want to talk about it, they're willing to wait because of how big of a situation you may be about to take over. Like this is where you just have to stay professional. Like really, what it is. Like I hear what you're saying there, but I feel like this is a different situation. Like if there's me, my ass would be already arrested for saying stuff that I shouldn't be saying because I can't keep my mouth shut with stuff like that. Can't trust me with that type of information. Like pass it on to someone else. But yeah, like I feel like I don't think they would just turn immediately unprofessional and say, this will happen, just to fuck it up at the end after this long process as well. Like imagine working on something for a whole year and then just killing it off by just saying something. Like I just don't see that. I don't see that.
You spitting. 100% you spitting. Let's continue to bump up these likes, though. There's over 65 people in here. Only at 38 likes. Girls up to 50 likes, people. Girls up to 50 likes. Make sure you hit that subscribe button on the channel as well. Sarcasm City TV, because you're clearly here enjoying the content. We appreciate that. Continue to get your questions in. Of course, members, if you are a member of the channel, on the sports Q&As, your question takes priority like a super chat, so I will get to it. So if you see me going to the same names, I'm not ignoring anybody. And don't forget, the link for the membership is in the pinned comment as well. And go follow on the kick, people. Go follow on the kick. But yeah, David F.A. said for a football club, it's Chelsea when they got bought for 4.2 billion. Was it 4.2 or was it 2.5? I actually don't know.
I think it was 2.5 billion pounds.
Was it 2.5?
It was 2.5. It was 2.5.
And he was forced. That was under...
Yeah, that
was
was
actually,
under...
it was unusual as well. Like we have got like 3 months to sort that out, basically.
Right.
Yeah, because
I still stand by that.
Let's say even if Abramovich would have said, you know what, I want to sell Chelsea, it wouldn't have gone that quick, and then like Abramovich would have taken way much more time.
Way longer. Yeah, 100%. But I still stand by the main reason why United and Liverpool got put up for sale is because of Chelsea.
You reckon that's what it was?
Yeah, because they saw Chelsea go for £2.5 billion, which they should never have really been worth, to be honest. And they thought that, well, we're bigger than Chelsea, so we'll get more. Do you get what I mean? That's what they thought, these American owners at the end of the day. It's no coincidence that both of those two clubs put their clubs up for sale within 2 weeks of each other. There was no coincidence there.
Yeah, and is that a whiskey? Who says, what's the likes XG? 60. We'll go 60 likes. We'll go certain like because it is international break. And everybody's just jaded from it. So yeah, 60. That's what I'd say. That is the like goal. So Victoria's saying, I would say Manchester United to be sold for around 3-4 billion. Training ground and stadium is in desperate need of an upgrade. Oh, absolutely, goddamn is. I just hope it happens. I'm just tired of the rumors, and it's just, you know when it's gonna happen. Manchester United lose a game. Ownership news. Just if we would have lost against Brentford, guaranteed, there's 2 weeks would have been full of ownership news. If we would have lost that game, 100%. What are you saying, Timo?
Ownership news after ownership news.
Yeah, man, just pure news and just pure speculation. I'm tired, man. Is this Coronation Street? Is this East London?
TMC?
I've had enough. Yeah, is this TMZ?
TMC United.
I've had enough. Like, just people ask it, like when people ask me about it, like in regards to what do you think? I hope it happens from a Manchester United fan perspective. Will it happen? I don't know. I legit don't know. I'm unsure.
Scooby-Doo.
Don't have a fucking facts. I don't have a fucking Scooby, fam. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? Like I said, I'm just talking because of the amount of money.
Lying. You got inside information. You just can't tell you.
You really think they trust me with inside information? They would never trust me. Cause I tell everybody.
I don't know, because like what's it called? Northside around said, like you stay very composed. So I don't know.
I would 100%. I tell everyone we were getting taken over. I'd be sat in the thing. I'd be sat in the gown now. I need to actually know the official name, but I'd have the attire, like I say, the wrap, the black thing that goes around the head wrap, the whole thing. I'd be sat in it from now, 100%, without doubt. I'd be like Lewis with the fake money. You know what I'm saying? Throwing it.
If you have it's the NDA and you spit it out there, the info. What actually happens to you? Like, are you getting arrested?
Yeah,
like,
you'll get in regards to NDAs that you can get sued or stuff like that. There'll be implications.
Yeah. Oh, okay, yeah. That's not.
It is. That's what it is. And to Victoria said, nobody want to buy your Rust bucket. That's why flawless. Yeah, because people are lining up to buy leads. Yeah. Lining up to Eddie saying quest for 18.
Yes,
is 18 on its way? Yeah, is 18
on its way? Quest for number 18. Let's go.
Timo, let me ask you, who do you think makes it out of the East?
Milwaukee Bucks.
You reckon the Bucks first? Who do you think the second best team is in the East? Behind the Bucks.
No one.
There's no second best team behind it. There's no
Probably-
second best team.
Bro, have
There
you
needs
seen-
to be a
have you
second.
seen
There
the
needs to be a
Bucks right
second
now?
best team. That doesn't work like that.
This
That
guy is the
doesn't.
greatest.
That doesn't
I'm not
that
sure,
doesn't
you
work
know.
like that. That doesn't work
I
like
just
that.
think everyone can
It
fight
doesn't
for
work
second.
like that. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't
Everyone can
work
fight
like
for
that.
second place, man. I don't care, bruv. The Bucks
still
right now,
doesn't
like they
work like
got
that.
Lillard in their team, man. They're-
Yeah,
they're literally-
Yes,
I'm
yes,
with
yeah.
you.
Nobody's
I think the Bucks.
nobody's
I think the Bucks are the best team in the East.
But
Yes, I
I'm
believe
saying,
so.
I'm saying it doesn't work like that. That there isn't a second
Man
best team.
just told me that there's no second best team. You and Ahmed, it's like when Ahmed told me I'm doing the most. I'm gonna clip that up as well. When he told me that Mikhailo Mudryk was Chelsea's best player in the month of September. That is
I so
brilliant.
can't believe
That is one of my favorite. That is one of my favorite moments of streaming from this year. 100%.
Bro, you know
I
what?
was
You know what the
intense,
worst
yo.
thing about it was? You know, he was genuinely upset at us.
He was upset.
I'll have a look.
He was genuinely upset at us for
Like we was the ones in the rock, Ryan. Like we
Yeah,
was the ones
no,
acting
that's the thing.
crazy.
It was like he was genuinely like you could tell he was really upset with us for actually like taking the piss out of him for doing it. Like genuinely, like he genuinely really tried to push for Mudryk. It wasn't even like he wasn't even doing it as banter or as joke. He genuinely was fully serious.
And
You
then
know,
we had
I'm gonna
Go
go
on.
out on a limb. I'll say Cleveland Cavaliers.
the Cavs.
Yeah.
Okay, I've not even been watching like what's
Cavs
going on in
Cavs
terms of
and
this.
Boston,
Okay.
basically. Cavs and
That
Boston.
being said, speaking of all this basketball talk, people, before the NBA season starts on the kick, we will bring back Courtside Commentary Podcast and we'll do an Eastern Conference preview and a Western Conference preview. So Timo will be there, Eddie will be there, the rest of the NBA gang will be there. And then over the regular season, we will bring you regular season watch-alongs on the kick. So obviously, all the best teams, basically. So the Lakers, the Clippers, the Suns. Who else in the West is good?
Nuggets.
The Nuggets, the Warriors. Am I missing anybody? The Kings, the Spurs because of Wemby watch. The Grizzlies when Ja's back. And then as for the East, it's
I
literally
watched
just...
Wemby. He was good, though. He was good.
Oh, yeah, the Mavericks as well. So, yeah, basically watching the majority of the West and then the East. I'm only interested in watching the Bucks, I'm not going to lie. The Heat to an extent. Like, that's it. That's legit it. Oh, yeah, see, shout out Warrior J. He said, I have the timestamp. So, Timo, if you want to see it, go do that stream. So, the question was, Timo, we was asked, it was me, Ryan, Jez, and Ahmed. And then Warrior J had said, who's the player of the month for September for each of your teams? And then we got to Ahmed, and he said Mudryk. It's like, you lot didn't score a goal in the month of September in the Premier League. Exactly. Hey, that's your boy, man. You need to chat to him. Was it Heat Celtics in the first week? Say again? What do you say?
Opinions of Ahmed is opinions of Ahmed only.
Yeah, facts. Thomas
You know
B.
what he said as well?
Go,
He
fam.
said,
Go on.
he literally said, if you give it, because we were saying they should give it to like Gusto or Disasi or so, and he went, if you give it to a defender or a goalkeeper or something, it means you failed as a team. That's what he literally said. His team did not score a Premier League goal in that month of September.
Bro, we only scored like one. That was a League Cup against Brighton.
Exactly.
Hey, technically, we scored 4 goals in the Legends game.
There you go.
Congratulations,
Hey,
man.
positive, man. Positivity,
Yeah,
man. Timo's the guy. Thomas B says, is Hoyland the guy or do you spend money on someone else to be the guy? You still go and spend money on somebody else and have competition. I like Hoyland. Before he signed, even though I had only watched him in highlights, I liked his profile. And I said, he's going to be a success here and he's going to have impact. And that has been the case. But he's 20, I think. I think he's 19, actually. He's either 19, 20. He's very young.
20. He's 20.
Yeah, he's 20. Like, that's
But
very
I think
unfair.
he only turned 20 this year, I think.
Yeah, so he's just turned 20. So there should, like, if Manchester United was smart, what it should have been was Hoyland, a senior striker, not Ivan Toney, but like an Ivan Toney, for example. And then you go get a younger striker who's like 18, 19, who costs like 10 million. So you have him, and then you have Hoyland, and then you should have went and got Ivan Toney in January. And then that's your 3 strikers. And you're not worried about the likes of Martial. You're not having to play Rashford there. That's the sensible thing to do. That's what we should have done. Well, you know, man, you know what Manchester United are like. That's what it is. Warrior J says, I have a question for Jez. Do you think Tottenham will buy another striker or another centre-back in January?
So, I mean, first and foremost, all depends on outgoings. I don't think nobody's coming in onto outgoings because our squad is way too many players, and we don't want a situation where we put more players on being on wages. Well, they kind of find a club of refusing to leave the football club. So, first sell and then we buy out, in my opinion. But if we do that, I think we go for a centre back 100% because Ange even was pushing for a second one because we were in
Was
for
he?
Lloyd Kelly as
Oh,
well,
wow.
to be a backup. But striker, I really don't know what they're gonna do with the forward. I don't know if they. Me personally, like I said, I want us to go for a wide player, and then you go again in the summer for a striker, even if it means unless you can get a situation where Charleston gets sold in January, then you go in for a striker. But if not, me personally, I would love a winger, and then you go again in the summer. Like take the year, just go through all the whole world to find a striker, and
First.
then you go from there. Yeah, like that's my opinion. But what the club will do, I don't know. I can only guarantee the centre back, in my opinion. But elsewhere, I don't know.
No, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. And to me, 3099 who says Tony, I think everybody would take Tony at their team. I don't think there's a minus
He's
a
wearing
Manchester City
Arsenal,
fan.
man.
Yeah, I think everybody. The thing is, I think everybody's accepting him at their club. I don't think anyone's turning down. Are you turning down Tony Ryan? Liverpool waiting for him.
No.
You ain't saying don't get him, and this is my point. Like I think everybody is with like it's universal.
Everyone's going
Chelsea,
for Tony. Yeah.
yeah. Like I think he ends up at Arsenal, unfortunately.
There's
as
a
well.
bunch of Arsenal fans that I talked to who said no to Tony. I was like,
Yeah.
what?
Why? Because they got Jesus and Nketiah.
They just it's not even that. They're saying they don't think Tony is a level raiser.
What?
Yes,
Wow.
I heard Arsenal fans generally say that.
Yeah. Wow. That's crazy.
That is crazy.
That's crazy. Yeah, B3099. I rate him like that. I think he's one of the best strikers in the league. Then the only question mark against him is him doing that at a higher level. And that's not against him because he's been at Brentford. But I think whether it's Arsenal, whether
I think
it's
he's got
Chelsea,
the temperament to do it at a
Yeah.
bigger club, though. When
I
watch
see,
him play.
I watch him and I go, you doing the business at Brentford. So imagine what
Yeah.
happens when you're not the main guy the opposition defense is focused on. What happens when you're getting even more possession? What happens when you're in better teams surrounded by better players? Put him in the Arsenal team. I don't want to see him go to Arsenal. That levels them up. That's a title contending and a title winning front three, in my opinion. Martinelli,
Yeah.
Tony, Saka. That's title contending as a
Yeah,
front
it is,
three.
it is.
Definitely. Now you can look at the rest of the team and see where they fall short, but those three as a three, I don't like that at all. You really don't like that. Same way if Chelsea managed to get it right. If you put Sterling, Tony, and someone else competent, that's a title-winning front three. And then you add in Enzo, you add in Caicedo and Kunku. All of a sudden, Chelsea look different.
Yeah.
There's a lot of ways. Same way United. Obviously, we need to get. If you get Rashford back to his best, and you have Tony, and then you have a competent right winger, all of a sudden you look different. Adding Casemiro, adding somebody else, it's like Martinez, Varane. That's the level I think he's at. To me, 309 says you think he has the RVP effect. No, but I think he has that. He has an effect like that, just not to the level of RVP. Because the only thing that stopped Robin Van Persie from being rated higher was injuries. Just couldn't stay fit. That was the biggest problem. Because at Arsenal, no one doubted his quality. Just go check his return. And even the team that he won the league with in 2013 with us, that weren't the best side. But hey, we move. Big up to Grantham, who says, what do you think Liverpool have to do better on the defensive side of the ball in order to keep in contention for a title? Ryan, floor is yours.
Pray.
I said pray, you know.
And in all seriousness, like, what does he mean? Just defensive on the ball or off the ball? Like,
He
I'm a
said
bit
better on the
confused.
defensive side of the. So he's just saying defensively overall because he said on the defensive side of the ball. So that's overall.
It's hard to say because the main problem right now, I think they have to cut out some stupid individual mistakes, like the first goal the other day against Brighton. Just simple mistakes like that. They just need to cut out. But the biggest problem there is the lack of a proper six at the end of the day. The issue is, I don't even think our actual back line is that bad, to be honest. I look at our back line on paper: Robertson, Van Dijk, Konate, Matip, Trent, and Alisson as the keeper. I think that's quite solid. I think that's solid. I mean, that's a back line that's actually won the league and Champions League before. At the end of the day, it's won the trophy. So, and they're all individually still good. So that doesn't worry me too much. But when they're constantly getting exposed all the time due to the lack of a true DM, you look at all the top teams. Arsenal have Declan Rice there. City have Rodri at the end of the day. I guarantee if you take any of those two, look at City. They're struggling without Rodri right now.
Yeah.
I guarantee if you took Declan Rice out of Arsenal and they didn't play with a proper six, they look more fragile. So that's the thing. Obviously, Endo's not good. Bajkatic, you don't want to put that pressure on the kid when he's just coming back from a long-term injury at the end of the day. So the only thing that could help us is we've got a good run of fixtures up until January. Up until January, I've had a look at our Premier League fixtures, and they are actually very nice on paper, like very winnable. Even with playing McAllister as a 6, I still expect us to win those games. Do you get what I mean? And maybe obviously except for City away, because like it's City away, innit? But like I expect us to win pretty much every other game on paper. So yeah, if we get into January and we're still in and around the top, and we go and get a DM in, then I genuinely do think we can potentially win the title. But I think we're going to sign Andre, the Brazilian guy. I think that's going to happen. To be fair, I'm pretty convinced. So I think he's going to be that midfield signing. Apparently, I can't. I don't watch Fluminense. Like, let's be real, I don't in it. But like, I've heard very good things at the end of the day. So hopefully he comes in and gives us what we need. To be honest. So yeah.
I mean, one thing I want to say though about Andre is that I think he will need a transition, because if you actually go and even if you actually just look up how Fluminense as a team play, I think what Klopp wants him to do will be, obviously there's certain things that he does at Fluminense that Klopp wants him to do at Liverpool, but I think a lot of changes will happen to him where I think there will be a transition period, in my opinion. But I think he's a good player though. I think he's at the age as well where you can still mold him as well.
It's crazy because like he's making the Brazil national team at the age of 22 whilst playing for Fluminense. I think that's quite impressive, to be honest. Like the Brazil national team at that age, and you're not playing for like a top European club.
Yeah, of course. Like obviously they do wanna what's it called? They do wanna have this thing where they're at least getting a minimum of 3 guys from the domestic leagues, but then usually it's always like a striker, goalkeeper, and then maybe a defender. So usually it's rarely a midfielder. So I agree.
Yeah,
that's fair. That's very very fair. And Warrior J, staying with Liverpool, basically just said, speaking of Liverpool, when the injured players are back for you guys, who's in the best 11 from your point of view, and who do you think the 6 will be for the time being? So it's 2 questions. So who do you reckon is going to play the 6 for the time being? Actually, yeah, who do you think will be the 6, and who would you like to see play the 6 for the time being?
McAllister's going to stay as the 6 until January. Let's just be real.
If you're the manager, would you do that, or would you play someone else there?
You see, if he was fit, Thiago, for the way he actually wants to play that 6 in terms of this like ball playing 6, Thiago's actually the best player for that. But he'll just come back for 20 minutes and we won't see him again for 5 months. Like, that's just what's going to happen at the end of the day. So like, if he was fit, he's actually the perfect player for that. But he's just not going to be fit. So what's the point in it? It's just going to be McAllister up until January. Endo is just... I am tempted to just put Endo in just because at least it would allow... At least you've actually got a DM in there. Even though he's not good, at least you've got someone who actually knows the position. Do you get what I mean? So I am tempted, but at the same time, like I said, he's not good. So Bajkatic, I think, can do well there. But again, he's only like 18. He's only just coming back from... He's been out since March. He's barely played any football since March. And the reason why he got injured is because we overplayed him and put too much pressure on him. So why would we do that again? Like, it would just be the wrong thing to do on the kids. So, like, that just comes from being disorganized in the summer window, to be honest. But McAllister's going to stay as the 6 until January. Let's just be real. Like, he is.
Yeah, all right, that's fair. And what's your best 11? Everybody fit and available.
Everyone fit and available. Alisson, Trent, Van Dijk. You see, Matip, he's actually been playing better than Konate, you know.
So you go with
Konate's not been that great this season. I'll be real, when he's played, he's actually not.
You going Matip over Konate?
Right now, I'm not dropping Matip for Konate. Like, I'm genuinely
it's
not.
your team. I'm just asking.
Yeah. So I go Matip, Van Dijk, Robertson. This is when it gets peak. Thiago, Gravenberch, Szoboszlai.
Right, no McAllister. Okay, first.
No. Bench, innit? Salah, Nunes, Diaz.
Really? Diaz and Nunes make him... Okay, first. Fair
I don't want
enough.
to put Jota in the left because he's awful on the left, innit? Nunes
What?
and Nunes. Salah obviously goes in because it's Salah.
Yeah.
Nunes actually can't be dropped. Like he can't be dropped. Like he's actually played too well to be dropped this season. To be honest with you, he actually gives us something which the others don't. So he actually has to stay in from an attribute kind of point of view. And then if you're playing Salah and Nunes, it actually has to be Diaz really on the left. Even though I'm not really a fan of him, it has to be honest. So yeah.
All right, first. And to be 3099, we mentioned in regards to Tony. Yeah, 2 seasons was enough for me. I was like, all right, first season good. Then he did it the second season. I was like, all right, you deserve your shot at the next step up. But we'll see because he'll get it. Unfortunately, he looks like Arsenal. He does, unfortunately. 309 says play Mike as the 6 man running jokes, you know. I don't know why Liverpool didn't sign the 6. I really, really don't.
Well,
Final few
who was the 6?
yeah, me 309, he's trolling. He says play Matip as a 6. He's trolling.
Oh my days.
Yeah, he's trolling. You lot continue to get your questions in. We're closing out in the next 5 to 10 minutes. Thomas B says, who will finish higher, Newcastle or United? Newcastle. United are playing, and the way this manager doing is foolishness. Newcastle. We ain't finishing in the top 5. Irish United can finish the season at 6. Unless like there's a dramatic turnaround from like the manager. Like in terms of how we trying to play in personnel. But we ain't. We ain't better. There's City, there's Liverpool, there's Arsenal, there's Spurs, Newcastle. So that's 5. Then that puts us 6. You got Chelsea doing their thing. Who else is in and around there? You got Villa, Brighton. Yeah, so you just need to concentrate on them domestic cups. That's where United need to go to. Them domestic cups. That's what we need to be on. See what else. Hey, big up Marshall KSC. He says, Florida, shout out to you, my friend. Gentlemen on the panel, shout out to you all as well. Hey, big up, man. Each and every time, man. Large up. Anything you might want to add before we do indeed close out? Imran says, do you really think that Ten Hag is turning this around? No. I don't, Imran. Nah.
If he continues the way he wants to play football.
Yeah, can he? Yes, is a different question. Do I think he will? No. Because all the evidence I've seen suggests no. But is he capable? Yes, he's capable. And it might just be on injuries and suspensions. That might turn it around. Might just be an accident. It might be a Rashford injury. All right, Bruno don't get injured, but it may be a Bruno thing. And I don't wish injury on anybody. Let me clear that up. I do not wish injury on anybody, but it could be Bruno. I'm not because he's unlikely he gets injured, but it could be a Rashford and Mount being unavailable. And it just clicks on accident. You've seen that type of thing happen before, where injuries happen and a player gets his shot.
Nathaniel Klein and Trent.
Right, that can happen because the players are there for Manchester United to play better. Like King Stash says he'll turn it around. I hope you're right, my guy. I don't see it. I don't see anything. Because he's going to come back, we're going to play Sheffield United, and he's going to play that same foolishness. And when I say that same foolishness, play them same players you shouldn't be playing. And we'll probably get a win. Because Sheffield United are that bad, and we have quality to win games. Because as bad as we've been, we've actually managed to win games. But, yeah, he just on that same foolishness, them players going to get him the sack, but we move. That's on him. Marshall says, Ten Hag is misprofiling his own players he signed. Who signs a centre mid only to stick him at left back? Sorry, Ten Hag is Tempulus, he called him, is clueless. I give him, the reason why I defend him on the Amrabat thing is because he's not played him to play him left back. Or the left backs were injured and he played him there. Now, could he have played Dalot at left back and Amrabat at right back? Yeah. But then people would say, why is he playing him at right back?
Right back, yeah.
Yeah. Amrabat's played full back before. I don't think he's played left back, but he's played right back before. I don't have any issue with that. And it's not like Reguilon, Shaw, and Malassi are all on the bench and he's playing. It's not like, what's his face, Poch at Chelsea, where they've got actual left wingers and he's playing Chilwell at left wing. Like, he had to do a job there. So I think he'll play centre mid like he did against Brentford. That's going to be his position. Hey, Andy, I see you, man. Says big up Flawless on the panel, missed the show, but we'll catch up on the replay. Hey, love, man, every single time. Ibrahim says, Flawless, I was thinking about this. Have you thought of it? Think of it this way. By having Bruno, we have lost out on signing Grealish and Maddison, and Pogba has moved on. No, because I don't think Bruno. I can't remember with the Grealish if that was around the time of Bruno. I don't think we was there, and I don't think Maddison. because we signed Mount. We could have easily signed Madison if we
Yeah,
wanted.
that's the thing. Like, I don't the Grealish thing now, because Grealish wouldn't, because Bruno came mid through
Yeah.
way the season, like, and Villa would have never sold midway through the season too. But even then, let's say for argument's sake, you can still sign Grealish regardless, because I mean you spent 100 million euros on Anthony. Like,
Yeah.
add a little bit more and you can get Grealish, because it's not like both Bruno and Grealish vacate both spaces. Like, they can, but Grealish can still play on the left and play well. But funny enough, do we think Grealish would have done? I think, even though I think he's a better player than Bruno, wouldn't he have changed United's fortune by a massive degree though? Because you gotta understand also, he was gonna come in under Ole.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's
Just
what
say
I'm
like,
saying,
I feel like the factors are kind
But
of.
then I also feel like Grealish is a player that, to get the best out of him, you give him freedom. I feel like Ollie with the
that would have
manager,
been
he
that
was
would have been
just
on
good
the
as Sidley.
that would have been then on the detriment on everyone else. But Pogba maybe, because
True, you know,
Pogba
I hate you.
also is, because Pogba's also a player who can play on the freedom role.
That's true.
Yeah, with regards to it, not even him. I don't think we was in for Grealish. We never made a bid. We weren't interested. I don't think we missed out on him. We just chose not to. Same way, I don't think we missed out on Madison because of Bruno, because we signed Mount. A Mount costs more than Madison. We chose not to go in for these players. I don't think it's a question of missing and them going elsewhere. It's us just doing foolishness. Even though would I have signed Grealish at that time? Probably not. Would I have signed Madison? Yes. But I would have probably not signed Grealish. Wouldn't have been the one I'm like, yeah, go get him. Even though I rate Grealish, I'm a fan. But I think there's other options out there. And I don't think he's worth. He was like 100 million, right? I don't think he's a 100 million pound player.
Yeah,
He's not a 100 mil player. He's a top player, but he's not 100 mil.
That's the thing,
I
City.
don't think
This
he's
is
100 million pound player.
I've always thought it was a weird buy to begin with, to be honest.
Hey, Warrior J, big up, man. Love every single time, man. But yeah,
I
Warrior
asked
J,
the question
before
before you left.
Yeah, we'll get to that. Jez, could you rate your new signings from 1 to 10? All of them look good signings this season, and then we're gonna close out on this question.
Yeah, let me bring them. I'm bringing up the list right now for the arrivals for this season. So yeah, just give it a second. Obviously, Warrior J just left, but unless he's still on the chat, so or he's gonna watch it back anyway. But so Brennan Johnson, no answer, because he only played the Arsenal game, I think, and to be honest, I thought he was quite decent, to be honest, in that Arsenal game. But again, one game, it's just too soon. James Madison, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. I think I don't have any complaints about him. Like, this is generally what I've been asking for years now at this football club with James Madison. And again, just showing a lot of people why. Showing a lot of people why I believe he should be in conversations as one of the best creative midfielders in the league, which he was not with Leicester for whatever reason. Okay. Let's see. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you fine. Yeah.
Because my laptop is just bugging right now. Give me a sec, like if you could just continue quickly, like my laptop's just bugging real quick.
Yeah, no stress, man. No stress. We got you.
I'll be back in a second.
What are the signings again? Madison, Udogi.
Okay, it's working better now. Okay, so I don't know if I can. Okay, should I? Because I'm going through it right now because I got the list in front of me. Should I include Pedro Paul because he was bought officially in the summer because he's
that's cool. Do your thing. That's
to be honest, like Paul, he actually gets an 8 for me. Like, and I was very worried because I felt like he's played like a legit wing back beforehand, and he barely played in the 4. But Ange made it work, and even defensively he has looked solid. So I give it an 8. Like, I was very skeptical when he came in the Man United game, and since then I feel a lot of worries that I had, he has so far proven me wrong.
He was excellent against us, by the way.
Yeah, he was very good, especially considering, like people say, play the high line and see what happens. I feel like he's really stood out. Really stood out. I feel like in the back line. Mickey van der Ven, I don't want to give it a 10 because I think Madison should be only the player that I believe should be having the 10 in terms of 10 out of 10 signings. I'll give Van der Ven a 9 though. again, another player came in, doubted by the fans because he wasn't the official first target because he was top sober, and people thinking Levy is just going cheap again. When you look at it, he has all the attributes to be a perfect Premier League centre back, in my opinion. The only thing I would like for him more is maybe be more effective with his height in terms of actually winning headers for us in terms of scoring goals. Hopefully, we can see more of the in time, but nah, I think he does everything well. Good on the ball, competent. He doesn't make rush decisions. He's very good in terms of carrying the ball at first centre back. Very good. Fast. Fast is not even the right word. The guy is dead as the flash at centre back. So, yeah. 9 out of 10.
Oh, yeah, electric like that. Tap sober.
No, I mean Van der Ven.
Oh, Van der Ven. Obviously, yeah.
No.
He's quick. Yeah. He
but-
got
but
into a
the
race
top-
with. Was it Salah? He got into a race in the Liverpool game.
He went in
Yeah, he's
race
wrapped
with
in
Salah,
Van der
jeez.
Ven.
and he
I was
still
like,
caught up.
okay.
Bro. Like, yeah, but even then, top sober as well. He's quick as well. He's more quick too, but Van der Ven is way quicker. Kulusevski, he splits the fan base, but in my opinion, I think he's been a 6.57 7 out of 10 in my opinion. And I know maybe the assist numbers GA is not backing it, but my issue with him last season was that he wasn't performing, but he was getting the GA. This season he's performing so far, and he's just been unlucky of not getting the GA in my opinion at times. And I think game on game he's been improving so much now. So I feel like 6.57 is fair. Vicario, I give him an 8. I give him a 9. I believe he's currently top 3 in the league in terms of keepers. And I think he has a fair argument. I think every game there's at least that one standout save that he makes, in my opinion, where he saves us. And he's also decent with the ball as well. Like, he's ball-footed, ironically, as well. So, good signing as well. Alejo Vélez, youngster from Argentina, hasn't really played yet, so I can't really say so. No answer. Ashley Phillips from Blackburn, centre back, also young player, 18-year-old centre back. Hasn't played yet, so no answer. Solomon, I'll keep it quick. I think he's been a 6 out of 10. I think he's been bright, let's say it that way, at times, but I think there needs to be a little bit more coming, or else gotta ship him, because I really realized, we really need this PMP, because even though I think he's a really good dribbler, and I feel like he can do well in 1v1 situations, because of his size, and really doesn't have the strength. And you see when he comes against, he's coming up against centre backs now, at times, not even at fullback, because of Pep. But yeah, man, but I think he's been a 6, maybe 5, maybe, if you ask me, out of 10 in my opinion. Then obviously Destiny Adoji, he goes into the 9 bracket. Has even the argument to be the best left back in the league currently, in my opinion.
He has been this season. He has.
Oh, he's been.
Like I said, he has an argument. He's an argument. That's all I'm saying. I think this pretty much explains everything that I think you can think of me in terms of how I feel about him. Tall, quick, technical, decent, but defensively aware as well, which you don't get. Offensively, he's also great as well. In my opinion, I think he can work on certain things, but then again, he's only 20, so there's a lot more to come from.
I don't think it's been an argument. I think he's comfortably being the best left back in the league this season. So
like I said, some people will think I'm just being biased in this. That's why I say. That's why I say arguably.
Say arguably, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, but for me, if you ask my opinion, I think he's been the best left back. So
yeah, he has.
Yeah, and that's it. Yeah, that's all our signings for this summer.
Yeah, first. Big up to is that, how do you say his name? Jodo, who says, just subscribe and like the video, keep up the late night content, and shout out to all. Hey, big up, man. Glad you enjoy the content. Obviously, this is for nighttime content if you're in the UK time zone, or it's late wherever you're at, or if you're in the US time zone or somewhere else. I know it's better for you lot in regards to that. And I hear you, Ibrahim, in regards to that's my point, Flawless, because Bruno's here. Manchester United board don't see the need to go for them to. I don't think if Bruno wasn't here, they go for them to. I don't think it makes a difference. I don't think we going for Grealish if Bruno's not here. I don't think if we going for Maddison if Bruno's not here, because we could have went in for Maddison anyway.
The
We
funny
really
part,
want to sign Maddison because we signed Mount. So that goes to show it don't stop nothing. Look, if we signed other attacking midfielders while Bruno's been here, we signed Mason Mount, we signed Donny van der Beek. There's two off the top of my head, so you can sign other players. Our board just don't, not even the board, the hierarchy. I'll even say it's the board hierarchy. All right, the people in charge of these things don't make those, they just make incorrect decisions. We should have went and signed Maddison, but the manager wanted Mount, so we went with Mount. Simple.
the funny part is, before we close out, City actually were interested in Maddison, and they were thinking about it, but then I think they just didn't go for it for whatever reason. But when you watch Maddison fast this season, he would have been perfect in their midfield because he can also play deep. He can also play deeper.
Well, like 100%. Yeah, like he's top quality. I think people just didn't want to give him credit because one, he was at Leicester, and two, they got relegated. So people automatically assume because he got relegated with Leicester that he's an awful player. And it's like, do you watch him? Like, all you have to do is watch him and you figure this out. Like, it's really, really not tough to figure out that he's a top quality player. And did he not? Was he not there when they won the FA Cup? Did he not help them win that as well?
It was there, yeah.
Yeah, he played as well and helped them win the FA Cup. So he's helped them get over the line. Like, what are we doing here? What are we doing? Hey, TJ, big up to you, man. We're closing out. It's all good, man. You've hit the like button. You'll catch TJ here tomorrow at midnight, people, for the Manchester United Arsenal show as well. I was trying to redirect to Ram's video because Ram, shout out to Ram. You can catch him on Q&As. Catch him every Tuesday here on the United Liverpool show as well. He did a review, a recap, sorry. He did a recap review of the Brighton Liverpool game to a piece. So I'm going to drop the link in the chat. What I need you lot to do is, as soon as this stream ends, head over there. Let me drop this link in the chat. So it's there, right there, people. The Ram stand. Make sure the link for it is underneath in the description to his channel. I need you lot all to head over to his channel after this stream ends. Boom. That's what I need you lot to do. Shout out to Ram every single time as well. Anything you man want to add before we do indeed close out?
I have nothing to say, to be honest.
Subscribe, guys, as always. Go to 9K.
Yes. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe. And what did Maddison get relegated at Norwich? I didn't even know that. Did he play?
I didn't know.
Was he there?
I didn't know.
I don't think he was even. I don't know.
Was he there? Was he even playing? Let me check.
He moved to Leicester in 2018.
But wasn't he at Hull?
I don't even know. Let's find out.
I think he was at Norwich before Leicester.
Yeah, he was at Norwich. Let's see how much did he play? I remember him at Norwich.
I remember.
Man talking about he got relegated at Norwich. He didn't even play a Premier League game for Norwich.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. I remember Hull Maddison. I don't even know he was at Norwich.
Yeah, do you know why he didn't know? Because he was in the Championship with him.
Yeah.
Did they get promoted the season 2017-18? Because if you did, it would have helped to get promoted. So. Yeah, but he never played a Premier League game for him. His numbers are good though.
But then even then, how many years is that is like young. Young ones, like.
Yeah, he played 44 games for them 2017-18.
Yeah, that's the champ. That's
in the
league.
In the championship for Norwich. Yeah. So he never even played in the Premier League. Hey, big up Steve. I see you. Never even played in the Prem for them. What are we doing out here? But yeah, don't forget, people, we are available on all audio platforms: SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes, wherever you listen. Get your podcast, type in Sarcasm City TV. This show and all the other shows will pop up. So like I already said, midnight tomorrow, you'll get the Sarcasm City Sports. No, you'll get the Manchester United Arsenal show. And then what you will also get tomorrow at 5 p.m., Man United podcast, myself, a couple special guests talking all things Manchester United. Good to see Staffy in the chat as well. He was on the last Man United with myself and Ivorian. Make sure you check that out. Also, we are going to close out Kingsman. I see you as well. Yeah, go on. Yeah.
Big up Pakistan. Roll to number 2 continues. Nah, I'm joking, man. We ain't winning it, but still.
What time's the game?
On Saturday. It'll be 9:30, I reckon. Start. But the thing is, it's 50 over, so it basically continues for like hours. So we won't win. Like we're definitely gonna lose that game because like we never beat India in World Cups. So like we've never beaten India in the Cricket World Cup. So like
Mataza.
And India, like we won't win. And India are actually a better team. Like India are the best team in the tournament. Let's just be real. And they're at home. So
I haven't watched it. Oh, it's in India.
Oh yeah, the World Cup's held in India.
Okay. I didn't know it was in India this year. Like I said, I'd love to catch it. But yeah, like I'm asleep them times. Big up to Jodo says flawless. The United board pushes for selling players then often pockets the money. Example, the Fred sale. You think there's any point in pushing players out, then pocketing the money is legit? I'd keep them, to be honest. No, because it's still good to get, even as bad as having the Glazers, getting rid of players who are not good enough always helps.
Yeah,
Because then we have a
many
chance.
today,
Yeah,
but
bless
big
up,
up,
Ryan.
man.
Yeah, every single time.
Big up, man.
We have a chance to get a better player that can help us just get results on the pitch. So I'm all for moving players out. Like, they need to be moved out, because even when the Glazers, let's say the Glazers sell and we get new ownership and we get a new manager, etc., we would still need to move these players on regardless. Thomas B says, great channel, wish I could be on more. Hey, large up to you. And what I will be doing, people, from next Monday, what I will be doing is a fan calling shows all week long, people. So that's for everyone. I always get people in the comment section. I get people at me on Twitter, people hitting me up on Instagram saying, how do I get on the channel? How do I get on the channel? So from next week, Monday, I am running fan calling shows right here on the YouTube, 10 p.m. UK time. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. I'm actually going to do the schedule for next week after this show. But yeah, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, I'm running fan calling shows the entire week. So you have ample opportunity to get on. Even if you want to call into all four, that is absolutely fine. Giving back to you lot as well. And to is that Sayakir, who says, where are we on the sale of Manchester United? Your guess is as good as mine, my friend. I have no idea. I have zero idea where we are with the sale of Manchester United. Go on.
I just came from the year of 2024 just now. Just quickly, I was just muted for a sec. Man United is not sold yet. It's still going on. Per my sources.
Yeah. Yeah, man, it's crazy. And to Jodo, who says, appreciate the holler back and can't wait for the call-in thing. Big up. Yeah, man, anytime, man. Always, man, always. Yeah, man, call-ins from next week, Monday. Like I said, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, 10 p.m. UK time, right here on the YouTube as well. Hey, Ibrahim, man, you got a scout, 100%. I ain't gonna rest on my laurels. I'm always trying to add to this crazy community that is Sarcasm City. You know what I'm saying? To get even more crazy individuals like Jez, like Timo, like Ryan, etc. But right, we're closing out anyway because I am tired, people. I'm tired of feeling the effects. Check out the upcoming live stream schedule. Make sure you go to the Ram stand. Check out Ram's video because I can't redirect because it's already out. But shout out to Ram each and every time. And this has been the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Thank you for tuning in.